Oh my! And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the World Sports Broadcasting Network and the Solu Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Scotty Bonner, and we are live at the Dayton Arena in New London, Connecticut for the United States Coast Guard Academy Hockey. The Bears are home taking on the Springfield Pride. The Bears are wearing their white sweaters with the orange and blue trim with blue numbers, blue shorts, blue socks with orange and white stripes, and Springfield College wearing their maroon sweaters with the S on the chest, off-color white, a little black and maroon trim, a little black and white trim, with maroon pants. All right, we're going to have the starting lineups for each organization, the national anthem, and then we'll be underway as the Bears are taking on the Pride here. I want to thank you so much for joining us. A beautiful afternoon, nice and warm, really, and still in the mid-40s yet again. I think we're getting snow later in the week, so the boys are all lined up, ready to go. We are lined up, ready to go. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. Please share the link, share that link, solubroadcasting.org, or anybody can tune in on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Just go to World Sports Broadcasting Network. Oh, there's the national anthem. I'm going to shut up. All right, I thought they were going to announce the starting lineups before the national anthem, so maybe we're not announcing the starting lineups at all. All right, might just be game on. Well, nothing wrong with that. That doesn't upset the broadcaster. All right, so the Coast Guard taking on Springfield College here today, ladies and gentlemen. This should be a real good one. Starting in between the pipes is going to be number 29, Stone Grant. You see him there at center ice going through his warm-ups. He's ready to go. Had the pleasure of talking with his dad before the game. A very nice gentleman. In from the great windy city of Chicago, we were talking about pizza. As you might imagine, it often happens when I meet somebody from Chicago, we end up talking about pizza. So very nice man. And we're about ready to go as Springfield breaks their huddle. We'll see who's going to get the start. It looks like number 1, George Mateo. He's from Simsbury, Connecticut, so right up the road. Mateo getting the start in between the pipes for Springfield. And Grant getting the start in between the pipes for the Bears. All right, the teams have broken their huddles. We're about ready to get underway. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. An absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you today. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Dayton Arena here in New London, Connecticut. It should be a good one here today. I'm anticipating. All right, looks like they've broken their huddle. Leaning in to take the face-off now is Matthew Clark, number 8. Clark against Partridge. Partridge from Enfield, Connecticut. Right along the border there. The ref drops the puck, and we are underway. We play 20-minute stanzas here in college hockey. Icing and offsides are in effect. Delayed offsides are in effect, thanks to Maker. It's chipped out to center. A quick 2-on-1 now for the Bears right off the bat. Down the left wing, pulling the trigger. Oh, that just missed. as Clark had an opportunity now from the point, letting the shot go. Bouncing around loose in front, Mateo poured it down. That was Linzo who got the shot off there. Frankie Linzo, big fella. And the Bears recover the puck now. Bears off to a nice quick start. Chipping it ahead now, Jacobson. Jacobson sliding it across, a bouncing puck, hops over Clark's stick. Clark corrals it. Clark, Sosa passes it across now for Jacobson. Jacobson down the right wing, lost the handle on it, picked up by Linzo, deflected in front dangerously there. Cutting through to the cooker there was Selzy. Ends up back at the blue line, letting the shot go. That was Rizzo, Andrew Rizzo. Got the quick shot off. That one bounces over Rizzo's stick. Pinching in there is McGill. McGill lets the shot go. Big stop. Mateo trying to find it through traffic. He covers up, and there'll be no further play. So a very fast start here to the affair for the Bears as they've come out flying. A couple of quick shots, a couple of nice saves there by the netminder George Mateo, wearing number 1, Roland Melanson's old number. So the faceoff is deep in the Springfield zone. A nice crowd on hand here today at the Dayton Arena. I guess not too many people from Cincinnati or Buffalo here. I like the Bengals in that one this afternoon, I got to be honest. All around it goes now, trying to chip it out to center there, Cormier. Cormier protects the puck. And Springfield looks to get things going. That one bounces away to center ice and onto the stick there, Carmen. Carmen strong as an ox, ladies and gentlemen. Sending it back in, but offsides there is Ferrari. Remington Ferrari. That sounds like royalty. Picking up the puck now. All the Bears trying to come away with it quickly now. Through the neutral zone, lost the handle on it, sending it up on the backhand. And shipping it up ahead now. Down the right wing it goes. Everybody pushing and shoving now. Coming away with is McGill. McGill hounded from behind. Nice job there by Roski to come away and take the puck. Now a shot from the blue line. Goes right by the goalkeeper's mitt there. As Strand keeps the puck in. Game just nicely underway, ladies and gentlemen. A soft pass out. I don't think that's going to get out as Carmen aggressively keeps it in now into the corner. Goes the Coast Guard, trying to get it in front with McGill. That bounces along into the corner now. On there is Cormier. Cormier settles things down. Sends it around for Roski. Roski down the left wing. Roski takes a big hit there, laying the lumber into him. Nice hit there by the Coast Guard. Sent all the way down, going to be wide of the netminder. Grant got his arm in the air. Grant has his arm in the air. Grant's got the real funky pads and waffle there. Look at those things. That's how you dress for the game right there. Look at that, that's the best dressed guy in the building. Look at that waffle. That thing's gorgeous. That is beautiful. All right, face off deep down at the other end. Well, I could stare at that waffle all day, but I don't think that's where the people at home want the camera on. What are you going to do? You got to give the people what they want, ladies and gentlemen, otherwise they'll revolt. Here's a quick shot there. Well, you would think so. That one goes by the netminder there. Is on it McPherson now. Sends it into the corner, back to the blue line, letting the shot go. That just missed. The back post was yawning there for a moment as McPherson got it back to the blue line. And on it there is Brouillard. Brouillard from Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Pitching in there. Nice job there by Rizzo to keep the puck in. Tape-to-tape pass there. McPherson couldn't pull the trigger as it's sent out by Cavallo. Sent back in. The Bears regain the blue line. On sides they are. As Waters, the big fella, in on the forecheck. I think the pressure there of Waters may have caused the icing. Speaking of Waters, I want to give a big shout out to his pops Aaron tuning in down in Orlando, Florida. I heard he's hanging out with his boys watching the game. I'm sure they've got this game on the big screen and the Bills on their little devices. That's how you want to do it. So, hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you put some money on the Bears. I know I did. All right, leaning now is Clark. FanDuel's a great thing. Got some on the Bengals as well. Well, just $1. Never bet more than $1. On it now is Linzo. Linzo behind the net there. Linzo tried to put the brakes on. Cavallo stayed with him. Tape-to-tape pass now quickly. Jacobson over the blue line. Jacobson trying to knife his way through the defense. Sent down there. Nice defensive play there by Partridge. Didn't let Jacobson get by. Let the puck get by. You can't let the puck and the man go by. So here's Springfield now with the puck. Away they come through the neutral zone quickly there. That's Burke. Burke left it there for Shane. Jack Shane. Offsides is the call. William O'Leary is number 13 in your scorecard. The puck dropped, and back we go now. Down the left wing with a head of steam there. That's Coughlin. Coughlin sends it in on the netminder, gobbled up like a biscuit on Thanksgiving by Mateo. And there'll be no further play. George Mateo. The netminder for Springfield. Springfield in the maroon sweaters. Coast Guard in their gorgeous white sweaters. I love all the Coast Guard gear. I love blue and orange, ladies and gentlemen. As an Islander Met and Nick fan, you might imagine, I got an affinity for the blue and orange. It's torturous, but it's an affinity. Nice stop there by Mateo. As the Islanders are floundering, the Knicks have been floundering for 30 years, and the Mets, well, we'll see. Would have been a lot happier had they signed Correa, but I guess you can't sign a guy when the insurance company won't sign off on the contract, so I can't blame Uncle Stevie. All right, so 16-13 left to go here in the opening stanza. A couple of whistles on the early going. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. A real good one here thus far between Springfield and the Coast Guard Bears. The face-off deep in the Springfield zone, one back for Linzo. Linzo tried to go cross ice, tape to tape, pulling the trigger. That just missed as Rizzo cut in. Well, Linzo found Rizzo. Here comes Linzo now, rounding the net like Bobby Orr. Linzo, powerful long strides through the neutral zone. Down the right wing, protecting the puck, sliding it across the back door. Mateo sliding over to make the stop, and it's sent all the way down. Oh, another nice stop there by George Mateo. Linzo, beautiful skater. And picking up the puck now, here's Waters. Down the left wing now, taken away, back the other way now, Shane. Shane over the blue line, Shane with room, Shane at the dot, pulls the trigger, a big stop there as Grant got the flipper on it. Springfield's first good opportunity, back the other way now. Carrying the puck through the neutral zone, walking in, pulling the trigger. Big waffle stop there by Mateo. As both netminders with a couple of nice stops here in the early going. They're digging, they're mucking in the corner. Back to the blue line it goes down, letting the shot go. Mateo holding on, and there'll be no further play. So opportunities at both ends here at the Dayton Arena in the early going. 0-0 is the score. Who's winning? Well, I can't even use that line in these games. Normally from Ferris Bueller, the Bears, but I can't use that. I'll just say I'm glad I got the under. That's my buddy Ace Rothstein in Vegas here today. Ace called me up this morning. He said, Scotty, not a lot of goals this afternoon in New London. I said, all right, thanks, Ace. Cross ice pass now, right on the stick there. And sending it in there is Morris. Behind the net it goes now. Hard around, pinching in, letting the shot go. Mateo holds on. There'll be no further play. Coast Guard with about, I would say, almost about 10 shots already, maybe. At least 8. As they have been peppering, they have been salting the netminder Mateo, but Mateo thus far up to the task. Leaning in to take it now is Jack Coughlin. Coughlin lost the draw. It's sent hard around, pinching in there is Carmen. Carmen couldn't keep it in. Now a chance, now a foot race. Down the right wing they go. Here's Burke. Burke lowering the shoulder. Burke pulling the trigger. Staying with him there was the netminder Grant. As Burke went sliding by. A burst of speed there by Burke. Behind the net it goes now. Bears trying to get it out. Knifed on through. Now here's a chance out for Burke. Grant got a piece of that as well. Stone Grant with a couple of nice saves here. Hasn't had as many shots as Mateo, but good opportunities for Springfield as they're still down there low. Grant got the flipper on that. A big stop there as the puck came bouncing out to Partridge. Partridge let the shot go. Grant with the point blank right flipper save. Pizzarella now. Pizzarella in his own zone. Pizzarella sauces it up for Ferrari. Ferrari sends it into the corner. 14 minutes to go. Hard around it goes now. O'Leary. O'Leary tried to hit the short range pass there, just a little bit behind. And Springfield now starting to get their sea legs here. A couple of good shifts here for Springfield. Fresh legs hop on the ice for the Pride and for the Bears as well. All we need is a couple of Tigers. I guess the Bengals would represent the Tigers, and we got Lions and Tigers and Bears today. Oh, my. We're going to get it now, Manning. Manning sending it hard around for Cormier. Cormier turns it over. Lurking there was McPherson. It ends up at center ice. Bouncing puck dangerously there. Poke checked out of harm's way there by Rizzo. That one is poured down by Clark. Clark going defense, offense quickly. Clark saw the hit coming, got the arm up there. As Dahani came over to lay the lumber into him, but Clark, the old Earl Campbell forearm shiver there, got the Springfield Pride player off of him. Say that 3 times fast. Linzo. Well, that's going to be some sort of interference there. Dahani took out Waters there. Waters, puck was nowhere near him. So interference is going to be the call there against Dahani, I imagine. That was like passing interference. I didn't see the ref giving any internationally recognized sign, but Nonetheless to say, interference is the call. Now with 13:05 left to go here in the opening stanza, the Bears will head to their first power play of the day. And the faceoff coming deep in the Springfield zone. To the right of the netminder is Waffle side. He catches conventionally. From my perspective, walking in, poke checked away there by Pizzarella. Cleared but not out, kept in by the Bears. Bears looking to set up shop now in the Springfield zone. It bounces out to center. Bears send it back in, but they're offside, so they can't touch it. Sent all the way down. There is no icing if you're shorthanded. I know if you're sitting at home, you're like, of course there's not, Mr. Broadcaster. I know that. I do a lot of youth hockey games, ladies and gentlemen. Youth hockey, if you're shorthanded and you ice the puck, it's still icing. Here's McGill. McGill with speed. McGill pulling the trigger. A glove stop there by Mateo, and there'll be no further play. Oh, McGill can really fly out there as he wheeled and dealed, or welt and dealt. Moved his way in, weaving. He's got a lot of speed, as does Linzo out there. This Coast Guard team is no joke. Back to the blue line now. A little bit of room. Give and go with Clark. Clark down for McGill. McGill lost the handle on it. McGill worked over there by Partridge. They're digging, they're mucking, trying to come away with it now. The Bears behind the net. Bears good puck movement, but it's taken away now by Springfield. Short-handed through the neutral zone, trying to sidestep. Got it in front now for Burke. Burke's got all kinds of speed. Burke sending it behind the net now for Cormier. Cormier lost the handle on it. Back the other way now quickly. Here come the Bears through the neutral zone. Jacobson. Jacobson over the blue line. Jacobson, a lot of room. Lets the shot go. Clark tracks it down. 50 seconds remaining in the man advantage here for the Bears. Puck ends up behind the net. Springfield got it all the way down and out to center and all the way down, I meant to say. And the netminder out there, Grant. Grant leaving it there. You can see Grant telling, is that Linzo? That is Linzo. Grant telling Linzo, please don't pass it. Go the length with it. I sure would like the assist. Grant still on target for the second assist here if Clark doesn't pass it and buries the biscuit. Here's Clark now, down the right wing, puts the brakes on. Clark back to the blue line. Finding it, letting the shot go. That hit a body on the way in, did Carmen. Bears trying to recover the puck and getting it down low. The Pride come away with it. They backhand it out to center. That's going to just about do it with 5 seconds left to go in the power play. Just over 11 minutes to go here in a scoreless first period. 0-0 is the score. You knew that when I said scoreless. Perhaps you didn't. Exactly 11 minutes left to go here. A very fast opening stanza. Not a lot of whistles. We play 20-minute periods here. As it's sent in hard around by Coughlin. Behind the net it goes now. On it there is Waters. Waters trying to get it back in front. Springfield coming away with the puck now. Chipped out to center. Back the other way now. Here comes Konopka. Konopka sidesteps the hit there. Konopka lost the handle on it. Knocked down in the corner. Trying to come away with it there. All the Bears now. They kick it up. Back to the blue line it goes. Letting the shot go. Quickly back to the point now. That one deflects off a leg. Bounces into the corner. Nice job there by Waters to block that shot. May want to stop at Walmart, though, on the way back to the dormitory, pick up a bag of frozen peas. He might have a black and blue from blocking that, but he'll gladly trade a black and blue for a block shot. He blocks that one on the way in. A nice stop there by the netminder, Grant, as he stabs at it in midair. 10:14 left to go here. In the opening stanza, you're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network and the Solu Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Scotty Bonner. Live here today with my cameraman, producer, and director, the Lou and Solu, Lukey Bonner, my firstborn. Son, so nice to be able to do the games with him. Of course, he probably wouldn't agree. My daughter had a game today down in Ridgefield. They tied 3-3. So good job by her team. They were down 2-0 in the first period, tied 3-3. So there are good ties and bad ties. That's a good tie. Although they were winning 3-2 early in the third, so I guess it's perspective and point of view on that one. I wasn't at the game, so. But Mama Bonner says they played well. All right, on it there's Partridge. Partridge trying to go right up the gut. There, Cavallo lost the handle on it. Springfield sending it back away to center, but the Bears were waiting. Linzo, the old cross-corner dump in there, right off the base of the wall there. Big hit there in the corner as McGill went in for checking. That's the best play in hockey. Just get it deep, go in, hit somebody, and then go for a scoring opportunity. 9.5 left to go now. A long outlet pass doesn't connect. Springfield intercepts. Circling the wagons now, that's Burke. Burke cutting to the middle. Burke letting the shot go. Just wide on the glove side, excuse me. As Ferrari looks to keep it in. Bouncing puck out to the blue line. Kept in there, letting the shot go. Big stop. And there'll be no further play as Grant pounces on it like a puma. Whistle sounds. 9:09 left to go here in the opening stanza. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in here today. Told you I like the Bengals. Here comes now Coast Guard now down the right wing. Jacobson. Jacobson sliding it over, walking in, pulling the trigger. Big stop, the rebound. Turned all the way on his back, or on his belly, excuse me. Here's the netminder, Mateo. Mateo lost his wand. Oh, a dazzling stop right there. Letting the quick shot go. Another stop there by Mateo. Mateo's got his wand back now. A gorgeous rush there, a gorgeous opportunity for Morris as he cut in, but they're not out of the woods yet. As the Coast Guard came away with the puck there. A couple of nice stops and back the other way now. Rouliard. Rouliard lost the handle on it. Sent back up. Backpedaling in their own zone. Knocked down there by Jacobson. Jacobson slides it ahead. Here's a chance now. Tried to sidestep the defenseman. Poke checked away. And back the other way now. Ferrari, a 2-on-1. Over the blue line. Offsides is the call. At the blue line there. As the official was right on the line. As the Springfield Pride don't seem to agree with the officiating call on that one. I thought it was very, very close. I can't really comment either way. The ref was right on the line. I'm over here, slightly behind center ice. So his angle's a little bit better than mine. Though I got to say, I think the officials thus far have been real good. They're letting the boys play. So that's all you can ask the boys and girls. As it's sent all the way in. In on the netminder, just calmly steering it off into the side now for Carmen. Carmen takes a big hit in the corner. Dangerously, it rolls in front. And covering it quickly there was the netminder, Grant. And Springfield sent the puck back in front. Never a bad play to throw the puck at the net, ladies and gentlemen. Never, ever, ever a bad play to throw the puck at the net. Nothing bad can happen from a shot on goal. Trust me, from an old third-string backup netminder's perspective. I used to hate people that would shoot from anywhere. Give me the guy who's looking to pass. A quick shot, big stop there. As Herman got the shot away, back to the blue line now. Top of the crease, square to the shooter right there. No rebound. Netminder, Grant, both of these goaltenders absolutely excellent here today, ladies and gentlemen. I told you, take the under, as I did. I'll be honest with you, if Grant's playing, there's a good chance of taking the under as it is. But Mateo has been excellent down at the other end as well. Pizzarella behind the net now. The Bears on it there. Bears sending it hard around. Springfield doing a nice job keeping in. Big shot. The rebound. Grant comes sliding across to get a piece of that. Oh, a dazzling stop right there by Stone Grant. Chipped out to center. Oh, the net was yawning there for a moment. And a delayed penalty coming up here as Grant vacates his net. And away come the Bears now. They certainly would like to get it in deep in the zone now. Here's a chance now. Coughlin sent it back to the blue line. Linzo, he'll regroup. So the Bears got the extra skater on there. The delayed penalty. As soon as Springfield touches it, there'll be a whistle. There it is. We'll see who's headed to the sin bin here. Well, the Pride tripping is the call by the official. I think it's going to be number 4. Is that going to be Pizzarella? It is. Pizzarella headed to the sin bin. 2 minutes for tripping. You don't do that unless you're some sort of English pig or something with no brain. All right, 7:03 left to go here. In the opening stanza, the Bears back on the power play, the second power play of the afternoon. They're 0 for 1 thus far. All around, bouncing puck, kept in nicely. Good play there by Linzo to get it to Jacobson. Jacobson pulls the trigger. Mateo to save the rebound. Gets pushed just wide as Jacobson got to his own rebound. Back to the blue line it goes. Great puck movement here as Clark sets up shop. Down the right wing boards McGill. McGill slid off his stick, but he got it back. McGill keeps the legs churning behind the net. The legs feed the wolf. McGill left it there, but nobody home, and it's sent all the way down by Roski. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in the opening stanza. 90 seconds left to go on the Bears penalty. Bears power play, pardon me. Springfield penalty. On it now is Linzo. Linzo off the boards to McGill. Not the smoothest breakout, but nonetheless, they're over the blue line with it now. Or I spoke too soon. Ooh, that was offsides. The Springfield bench knew it. Well, that's going to be a problem here if the Bears bury one. I don't think the Springfield bench will be too happy with it. Here's a chance now. Cross-ice pass. Got a man cutting up the middle. Chopping at it there was Cormier, and out to center it goes. Tracking it down is Clark, the netminder. Grant came out for a moment there, thought about playing it, but thought better of things. Up ahead now for McGill. McGill through the neutral zone. McGill's got help, stepping to the outside. McGill, eyes up, heads up, thinking about his next move. Slowly now behind the net. McGill running out of steam. Got it in front. Mateo with the stop. And jabbing at it there. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle. As the Springfield player there, Partridge, didn't like Jacobson taking the extra jab at his netminder, Mateo. Mateo just goes over into the corner like a good goaltender does and just let everybody else fight over me. That's the good thing about being a goaltender. You know, people will fight over you. It's good for the ego. Well, 33 seconds left to go now. I think we're going to have some penalties handed out to both organizations. It looks like it's going to be Rizzo in the sin bin and Partridge in the sin bin. 2 minutes for playing too roughly with others. All right, so 5:33 left to go. Is it going to be a 4-on-3? Because a 4-on-3 is a much bigger advantage than a 5-on-4. Well, is it a 4-on-4? So the only penalty, wait a minute. Should be a 5-on-4, if I'm correct. It is. Okay, a 5-on-4 because those were offsetting penalties. Yeah, a 4-on-3 is a much bigger advantage than a 5-on-4. Because then you have, 25% more people out there as opposed to 20% more people out there. Sliding it over. Clark sending it down low. Off the boards now for Waters. Waters behind the net. Waters protecting the puck. Leaves it. Got it back, Waters. Nice touch pass back to the blue line. Walking off the boards now. Little room. Winding. Shooting. That doesn't get through. And there's a Springfield player on the way in. Back the other way now quickly. That's Herman. Herman down the left wing. He's hounded there. And sent hard around by Coughlin. And out to center. So that's going to do it. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey in just a second. And the penalty is killed now. Picked up by Shane. Shane stepping to the outside. Shane lets the shot go. A big stop there by Grant, and there'll be no further play. Well, under 5 minutes to go now here in the opening stanza. Still a scoreless affair. A fantastic opportunity for everybody at home to throw in $5 a man on the first goal. Now I'm talking to you boys down in Orlando. You better be putting in $5 a man right now on the first goal. If not, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Back to the blue line it goes now, letting the shot go through a screen. Grant got the flipper on that and away. Back the other way now quickly. Here comes Jacobson. Jacobson had it knocked off his stick and sent out to center now. Cavallo chipping it ahead now for Shane. Shane over the blue line. Shane cutting to the middle. Shane looking to pull the trigger. It slides off his stick into the corner now. Clark on it there. Clark sending it behind the net. On it there is Strand. Strand lost the handle on it. Strand. Not around there. I don't know if his mom and dad are tuning in from Wisconsin, but the beer that you gave me a couple of weeks ago, absolutely delicious. I forgot the name of it. Oh, they're going to be so mad at me. Please forgive me. But it was delicious, though. Pizzarella, thank you so much. At the blue line, that puck is knocked away. Sent in there by Strand. Goes in behind the net. Going to get it now is Roski. Roski quickly moving it up the boards now for Carvello. Carvello trying to get it out. It's picked up there by Roski. It's Ryan Roski. He goes off the boards now. Kicked ahead now by Jacobson. Jacobson makes the move. Jacobson can get to it. A little bit of room. Jacobson wheeling and dealing. Jacobson looking like a hot knife through butter. Pulls the trigger. That hit a body in front. Circling the wagons now, Jacobson. Jacobson sliding it over for Carmen. Carmen trying to get it back in front. That went off a stick and out and all the way down. No icing is going to happen here. As the puck slides all the way down with 3.5 minutes left to go here in what has been a very fast pace, a very exciting, very entertaining, very fun opening stanza here at the Dayton Arena, and a big crowd on hand here to see the Coast Guard playing today. You got to love to see that. Leaning in to take it now is Coughlin. Coughlin has got Linzo right behind him. And O'Leary to his right. To his left is McGill. On the other point is Rizzo. Rizzo left it there for Coughlin. Coughlin 9 irons it into the corner. Picked up there by the Bears. Bears trying to get the puck in front. Cleared all the way down. He's going to go for icing again. 3:16 left to go here in the opening stanza because Stone Cold said so. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, the 30th anniversary of Raw. Can't say I'm not fired up for that. I absolutely cannot wait. Can't believe it's been 30 years. Ugh, that's upsetting. Really upsetting if I do the math and figure out how old I was when it started. Tender age of 19. Still love wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I don't watch it like, every week. If I missed it, I would tape it and make sure I went back and watched back in the day. But if it's on, I'm flicking through the channels. The remote goes down. Kept in at the blue line. Quick shot. Mateo waffled it into the corner. A big hit there as McGill goes flying in. Pizzarella pins McGill against the boards there. McGill protecting the puck. Bouncing puck there came to Coughlin. That one goes way up in the air. Poured down by O'Leary. Now chopping at it into the corner it goes now. 2:40 to go. Bodies go sliding into the corner. That's going to be a penalty here to McGill. I think it's going to be tripping. Might be the call. Let's see what the ref has to say. Could be interference. 2 minutes for cross-checking is the call. Okay. Either way, doesn't really matter. All right. So the numbers are coming in now from Orlando. I want to say who I'll take, but kind of feel like that would be upset the rest of the nation. Back to the blue line it goes. Keeping it in now, Pizzarella. Pizzarella letting the shot go. So the first power play now for Springfield. Linzo coming away there, shorthanded. Quick shot there, went right off the mask of Mateo. Mateo has a little trouble there, takes his mask off and might have a strap that's broken or the mask itself, or it looks like it broke a strap there. More importantly, good thing he's all right. The tough part with goaltenders is to check if they're all right. You know, goaltenders are a little off to begin with, so where's your baseline? I used to ask kids, you know, who do you think's going to win, Godzilla or King Kong? And if they said King Kong, they were done for the day. You can't ask that anymore because obviously we know the answer. Well, Godzilla took him down not once but twice. Back the other way now, Ferrari. Ferrari with speed down the left wing. Ferrari, the old dump and go get. Ferrari into the corner now. 1.5 minutes left to go in the power play for Springfield. 2:10 left to go in the opening stanza. Bouncing puck. Back to the blue line it goes. Manning lost the handle on it. Manning with the cross-ice pass. It's picked up now by Clark. Clark over the blue line. Clark stepping to the inside, letting the shot go. That one buzzed the tower. And a great job there by Mateo not to allow that puck to bounce back up into the danger zone. That one went right by the old ear hole there. That's the one that buzzes by and you turn your head only because you heard it. Oh, Maverick would be very pleased. Goose would not be happy. Rooster, we never found out. All right, Waters now leans in to take it. Shorthanded still of the Bears for another 1 minute and 10 seconds. Away comes Springfield now through the neutral zone quickly. Herman, the cross-ice pass. Springfield gained the blue line. Putting the brakes on. Back to the blue line it goes now. A little drop pass there along the line. Sending it back down low for Manning. Manning side of the net, trying to get it out in front. Golfed that on the backhand and sent all the way down. Mateo just lets it calmly go off the boards. Both of these goaltenders have been absolutely excellent here in the opening stanza. 45 seconds left to go in the man advantage. That puck is thwarted there by Carmen. A big hit there. Laying the lumber into him in the neutral zone and sent all the way down. On the side of the net now. Springfield looking to restart with 25 seconds to go in the man advantage. The last minute to go here in the opening stanza. Carmen read that like a fine piece of literature. Right on the stick of Roski. Roski trying to gain the blue line, he does. Roski tried to step to the inside, lost the handle on it, sent all the way back down. 10 seconds left to go here in the power play for Springfield. Quickly now, Partridge. Partridge over the blue line. Partridge at the dot. Partridge letting the shot go. He scores! Joseph Partridge buries the biscuit there for Springfield. It's a power play goal with just 43 seconds left to go in the opening stanza. He cut through. Let the shot go. Partridge breaks the scoreless tie. 1-0 is the score with just 43 seconds left to go in the opening stanza. A nice rush there. And they take the lead 1-0. Sent all the way down. Looks like it's going to go for icing. So icing is the call there with 37 seconds left to go. We'll wait to hear the announcements to see if there was any assists on it. I believe someone sent the puck up to him. Joseph Partridge buries the biscuit there. Oh, I got a little guy right next to me wearing a Top Gun jacket. I didn't see that. Oh, we got to get that guy on camera in between periods. I didn't even notice that. That's a great jacket. He's got a dinosaur hat, too. Oh, this kid's winning. Along the boards now, keeping it in. Sent all the way down for McGill. McGill trying to get it in front. Knocked aside by Burke. Burke hard off the glass, out to center. Linzo, great hand-eye coordination there. He knocks it down, sending it back in. I think he was behind the red line. He was. So icing is the call there. by the linesman. So, a true funny story last night. I don't think I told you this story, Lukey. I was doing the game with Mommy last night in Bridgeport, and I was saying that the linesman and the ref was letting a lot of icing go because he wanted to get home to watch the Giant game. Back to the blue line. We'll get right back to the story. Lets the shot go. Big stop. The rebound. They poke at it. Holding on there is Grant with just 12 seconds left to go. So after the game, the ref, Bridgeport is where you hang it over to get the wire. So I'm asking people to unplug the wire from me. And the ref's like, hey, I heard you said that I was missing some icing calls because I wanted to watch the Jet game. I'm like, the Jets don't play this time of year, sir. I said, the Giant game. I'm from Canada. I don't care who's playing. I don't miss an icing call. And the guy pushed the door open, went out to the lobby. He was really mad at me. I said, I didn't say you were missing icing calls. I just said you were just letting him go because you wanted to watch the game. But either way, lesson learned, never upset a Canadian linesman. And there's the buzzer, ladies and gentlemen. The opening stanza comes to a close, and you score at the end of 1. Springfield 1, the Coast Guard Bears 0. We'll be right back in about 15 minutes when the Zamboni gets done doing what Zambonis do here at the Dayton Arena of New London, Connecticut. You're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network and the Solu Broadcasting Network. Coast Guard Bears hockey live here this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you right back here in just a few minutes. I'm sorry. Let's see if we can get that top. Can we get that Top Gun jacket on? Luke, can you see the viewfinder? Look at that jacket right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now that's how you dress for the game. Look at that. There's Maverick right there. What's up, buddy? Yeah, my man. Look at that. That's awesome. And the dinosaur hat to boot. Don't anybody, discount the dinosaur hat. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, it's got an airplane on the zipper. Oh, look at that guy. He's ready to go. That's what I'm talking about right there. That is the fan of the year right there, my man. That's absolutely good. Look at that. Great job. Great job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with the start of the second period. And there goes Maverick. He needs a call sign. We got to give that guy call sign Dinosaur. There he is. All right, we'll see everybody soon. Look at him. There he goes. There he goes. Look at this guy. He's going to go make his rounds, Go see everybody. He's got people he's got to go see. He's like, yeah, I got my people. I got to go see them. There he goes. He's going to tackle those stairs, that guy. All right, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, in about 15 minutes with a start of the second period. As Dinosaur makes his way around to the people. 1-0, Springfield leading it. right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. Just wanted to give a couple of quick announcements about the World Sports Broadcasting Network, because a lot of people have been asking me what's going on, what's the deal. Well, here's the deal, nice and simple, really. The Solu Broadcasting Network has partnered with the World Sports Broadcasting Network. You can see the logo on the screen there tonight. And tonight's game right now, this is a perfect example. This game is on all over the world. Well, obviously it's on the internet all over the world, but it's also on some European channels. It's on TV in Australia, I believe. I believe it's on in France. Going to be on in Mexico. It's not on in Mexico just yet. Yeah, I know it's on in Australia. I believe it's on in Thailand on their channel. So we have expanded, and the World Sports Broadcasting Network is now our partner, and there's so much going to be coming on the World Sports Broadcasting Network that I'm so excited to tell you about. We're going to have the Connecticut Sports Show, hosted by yours truly, coming very soon. It's going to be a bi-weekly show where we're interviewing players, coaches, organizations. We're going to have a Coast Guard coach on one week, and Coast Guard players. The Coast Guard do such a nice job, too. They're coming Thursday. They're coming to my daughter. My daughter plays for the Bantam A Seahawks. As we said, they tied earlier today, and the Coast Guard players are coming to practice on Thursday to work with the boys and girls. I know my daughter loves it when they come, and when the Norwich Hockey Club boys come. And so every week on Thursday, a different team rotates through to help out with the Bantam team and run practice, and the boys and girls just love it. So this Thursday, they're having the privilege of having the Coast Guard there. So the Connecticut Sports Show, it's going to be, like I said, a bi-weekly show hosted by yours truly, and I cannot wait. We're going to have a variety of different topics and guests on, anywhere from youth hockey, youth sports really, and all the way up to college, as we are here. Very excited to announce that we're going to be broadcasting a basketball game coming up soon on February 10th. We're going to be broadcasting a Con College basketball game on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. It'll be my second basketball call ever. I had the privilege of calling a Con College game a couple of weeks ago, my first ever basketball game, and I'll tell you, I did really find out why people do love basketball. It's so much different live. I haven't been to any live game. I guess I probably went to a couple of high school games back in the day, but I don't remember. I didn't pay attention. Really, I probably had a buddy, Hunzinger. We used to call him the Penguin because he waddled around like a penguin, but best athlete in our school by far anyway, so probably went to go see a couple of his games, I would imagine, as I played football and baseball with him. And so anyway, we got a big basketball game coming up, so there's going to be that. And there's also going to be the Scotty Show, which title we're working on, I know. It does need a lot of work, but anyway, that's going to be a daily live sports show from 10 to noon. That's going to be a radio show on the internet, so an internet radio show, if you will, with live call-in, live interactions. And we're going to have a co-host and a producer in studio, or I guess in studio as much as you can be these days, which can be remotely, 3 guys in 3 different spots. I like when you're all in the same spot, but as of just right now, we don't have a studio just yet, but I know that we will. The sponsors are working on that. But anyway, it's going to be a live call-in radio show about professional sports and the world of entertainment. Speaking of the world of entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, episode 2. The big one tonight. I know my family's fired up for The Last of Us, correct? I can't, all week at the dinner table I've been calling it This Is Us, and my wife and kids look at me like, no, that's not the name of the show. A little bit different than This Is Us. Not exactly a family show like This Is Us, if that was a family show. Although I like This Is Us. Every time my wife and daughter were watching it, I would hear it, and I thought it wasn't bad. It was one of those Grey's Anatomy sort of shows. But anyway, I digress. The Last of Us on tonight at 9 p.m., looking forward to that. So a great show. As the Zamboni making his way around. It looks like the Bills might be in a little bit of trouble. At home now, down 14-0, but they got the ball at the Cincinnati 32. But you got that on your small screen. You got this one on your big screen. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner, along with you here today at the Dayton Arena in New London, Connecticut, along with my cameraman, producer, director, and firstborn, the Lou and Solu, Mr. Lukey Bonner. So we're having a lot of fun here today, and we got one more game this evening coming up on the Solu Broadcasting Network. That's going to round out our weekend, our 9th game of the weekend. We got a Lady Seahawks game, which is our girls' team, taking on the Lady Wizards from the Wonderland Lizards. That's at 5:40. So a nice appetizer for the Cowboy game right there, as my wife's a big Cowboys fan, so you're going to want to put that one on. You'll watch that. The Lady Seahawks, hopefully you'll take care of business against the Lady Wizards. And then you can finish off the Cowboy game and then go right into This Is Us. I mean, The Last of Us. Now, that's what's on my itinerary, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what's on yours. The kids go back to school tomorrow. The son had midterms last week, so we had basically almost a week off. As the Zamboni finishing up his last couple of laps here. A great opening stanza, as I thought. The Coast Guard looked very, very well. Right off the bat, they came out flying. They were peppering the netminder Mateo, but Mateo stood on his head. I would say about 12 to 15 saves. I don't have an intern keeping shots on goal just yet. That's another thing that's coming with the World Sports Broadcasting Network. They got this software. They're working on a couple of new softwares that they're going to have, and we're going to have live stats, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have live like information, like what's the name? What's the word I'm looking for? What's the new sabermetrics information? Teams are going to be from our network. Are going to have the device planted in their jersey like the NHL guys. We're going to have live stats that are coming at you. We're going to have replays during the games, up to 7, 9 cameras down at the rink. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to see the first game that we do under their production. Right now we're in the midst of making the turnover, so we're still at the old one-camera stage and doing it the way we've been doing it, which has been fine. And, we've been doing it this way now for 3 years, and it's been a real fun journey for myself and the wife and the kids, but the big expansion is coming, the big evolution, if you will, big step in evolution. This is like going from like regular humans, like now we're going to be like the X-Men, we're going to be mutated, but in a good way, we're not going to be like Magneto and those guys, we're going to be like, Professor X and everything. So absolutely, I really cannot wait. I'm so excited. We're going to have replays during the games, graphics on during the games, real commercials in between periods. If you get a chance, go to World Sports Broadcasting Network, check out their website. You can Google them on YouTube, check out some of their games. I always send everybody the championship game from the Brick Tournament last year. You Google the championship, the Pee Wee game, which the Connecticut Junior Rangers were in. You can see how they've got all the camera angles, the replays, the graphics, the play-by-play, the color man, the whole team goes to the game. I mean, it's just it's a tremendous production, really. No longer, just setting up the camera and off we go. But I cannot wait. This is what I wanted, what I dreamed about. So very excited, cannot wait for it. And I want to thank you all so much for all your support through the years to get us to this point, which is where we're going to be very shortly. And where we're going to be very shortly, ladies and gentlemen, is the second stanza, as the Zamboni has completed doing what Zambonis do. And they're coming out on the ice now, all the boys. Getting ready to go here for the second period. And on the ice now, Springfield returning to the ice. As are the Coast Guard. And now the Bears returning to the ice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the second period about ready to get underway here. The Coast Guard Bears make their way back on the ice. Springfield Pride are back on the ice. Zamboni has done what Zambonis do. And we're about ready to get back underway here. 1-0 is the score. There he is. Dinosaur making his way back in. All right, so 1-0 as the boys are back on the ice. A goal by Partridge. A power play goal for Springfield right at the end of the period. If I'm the Bears, though, I'm saying to the boys, don't change a thing. I thought it was an excellently played period. Keep doing what you were doing. The ref drops the puck, and we're underway. The second period from Dayton Arena here in New London. That one goes off the roof there. There's no protective netting around the stands anywhere, so I told my cameraman here, Lukey, to be alert. The puck can definitely come right over the glass here, and him and I, you don't want to be lumped up finishing the second and third period, that's for sure. Or rather not. All right, leaning in now to take the draw is Clark. Clark had a great period, I thought. As did the majority of the Bears. I thought the Bears played fantastic, but they trail 1-0, so the scoreboard is what the scoreboard is. Clark sending it in on Mateo. Mateo was the best player So Springfield in the opening stanza. Now the second stanza underway, 19 seconds into it here. One to nothing is your score. Coast Guard wins the draw now. There goes McGill. McGill down low. Letting a quick shot. That's the second one off the mask of Mateo. Now he's looking for it, letting the shot go. Linzo. Mateo didn't see it. It was already past him. And Mateo took one off the noggin earlier. The ref coming over to make sure he's okay. And he took a second one right off the grill. So he's having a long day at the office. But thus far, he's been nothing short of brilliant as the netminder, George Mateo. So the face-off now, coming deep in the Springfield zone, leaning in to take it now. Jack Coughlin from Manlius, New York. Not sure where that is. I know most towns in New York. I don't know that one. Back the other way now. Here comes Springfield through the neutral zone, carrying the puck across the blue line. Carvajal behind the net. That's picked up quickly there by Rizzo. Rizzo got it back out to center. It's knocked down by Mick. Sent back in there by Pizzarella. Bears chop it out to center. Does McGill. Looks like it's going to go for icing. Well, icing is waved off there by the official. Perhaps the official is from Buffalo or Cincinnati. Although if he's from Canada, he's going to be upset if he gets wind of me saying that. A big hit there in the corner. Sending the man flying. A nice hit there. The Bears complete a player change. I believe that was number 28. Was that Hurton? 26, excuse me. That was Donahue with the nice hit before. In the corner. Away to center ice now. Quickly, here comes McPherson. Now McPherson with one man to beat. Protecting the puck to the outside, circling. Centering it across there. That's taken away by Burke. Burke sends it hard around. Pinching in to keep the puck in. That's chipped out to center. McGill lost the handle on it briefly. And now bouncing puck dangerously there. Coming across there was Carmen. Carmen chipped it away to center, sent back in. Carmen now quickly back the other way. Here's Carmen now over the blue line, little bit of room, pulls the trigger, big stop, the rebound gotten to, and pouncing on it there. No, it rolls away. Chance now for McPherson, letting the shot go back to the blue line. That one's released, doesn't get through. Chipped ahead now. Springfield got a man kind of behind the defense. Coming over to catch up there is Strand, pulling the trigger, they score! Griffin Burke got loose behind the defense. Let the shot go. Oh, once again, the Bears peppering down low. Well, 2-0 is the score now. As the Bears, as so often happens in hockey, come so close at one end and then down at the other end, the team comes down to score. So now it's 2-0 Springfield. And it's sent up now, Manning. Manning sliding it across. That's knocked down there. And chipped out and all the way in on the netminder, covering it. There is Grant, and there'll be no further play. So Burke, Griffin Burke from Cary, North Carolina. Hey, we lived in Cary for about a year or two. Beautiful suburb of Raleigh. I wonder if he's a Hurricanes fan. The Hurricanes took care of business yesterday at the UBS Arena, as everybody does at UBS Arena. We're not going to talk about the Islanders today because I'm in a good mood, or I was, and then I thought about the Islanders. Trying to get the puck out now. Morris chips it ahead. Down the left wing, Clark. Clark putting the brakes on. Clark trying to get it down low. That's intercepted. Back the other way quickly now. Down the right wing with speed. That's Herman. Herman taken away there by Linzo. And on it there is Dahani. Dahani got over the blue line. Fires it off the glass. Behind the net it goes now. And on it there is Grant. Grant sends it hard along. And it's knocked down quickly by Linzo. Linzo chipping it out to center. On it there's Coughlin. Coughlin lost the handle on it. Found the handle now. Got it back. Excuse me. I apologize. That's Connor. Not Coughlin. 18, not 10. A little bit of miscommunication there. As in on the forecheck there was Clark. Really like Clark's game here today. Very tenacious. Under the skin a lot. Well, Springfield continues to try to hit that long home run ball. It worked a moment ago, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Under duress there. Rizzo lost the handle on it. And quickly on it now is Shane. Shane in the corner. Tried to get to it. That's pulled down. And knocked back to the blue line now. Here's a chance now. Walking in, pulling the trigger. They score! Jack Shane buries the biscuit there. And the Springfield Pride have taken a 3-0 lead here in the second stanza. 2 goals in the first 3 minutes and 44 seconds here in the second period. If the Bears coaching staff might be considering using that timeout here to settle things down, we'll see. Yes, there it is, a timeout called. As the Bears, if anything, you just want to settle things down. Get everybody, there's a long way to go. There's 16-15 left to go here in the second period, so plenty of time to refocus, regain the game that they once had. But right now, a little bit of a steep hill to climb here for the Bears, so they want to just talk things over, give their goaltender a chance to catch his breath. There's some days, just as a goaltender, where the puck just looks like a BB. Some days the puck looks like a beach ball. So right now, I would say Grant is fighting it a little bit, but you could get it right back in the same game. Well, that does happen, and it's hard to explain. There's no real true scientific explanation to it. It just is what it is. I don't know how to. Days when I was in goal, ladies and gentlemen, and nobody was scoring on me. And there's days when I was in goal and there wasn't anybody who wasn't scoring on me. Not to say that Grant's at that level of inefficiency, but he'll even tell you he's usually a little bit better. And you know what? Like I said, there's plenty of time. The team, if they are going to come back, they're going to need them. So you always, the most important shot for a goaltender is always the next shot. So that's the only one that matters, and you can be rest assured Springfield's going to keep shooting right now. And Grant, got to find it somehow if the Bears are going to come back. I'm not being mean, ladies and gentlemen, but that's just the life of a goaltender. That's the way it is. Trying to get the puck in now. Brulard takes a hit there from Coughlin. Brulard fought it off now. Here they come now down the right wing. Tough angle shot, letting the shot go. Wide of the net there. Springfield, they smell the blood in the water here. They're starting to apply more and more pressure. That's Cormier along the boards now. Bears sending it out to center. Bouncing puck now. Here comes a chance now. Quickly now for Rizzo. Rizzo a 2-on-1. Rizzo pulls the trigger. That just missed. Circling the wagons. McGill lets the shot go. That hit a body in front. Bears would certainly love to get one quickly right back here. Get the crowd into it. And get themselves back into it because down by 2 is a lot less than 3. Sent ahead there. Nice job by Carmen to break it up and cause the play to go off sides. Carmen tried to hit McGill just a little bit out of his reach. And icing is the call there with 15 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here. In the second stanza, 3-0. The Pride are leading it. As the face-off now deep in the Coast Guard zone to the left of the netminder. His glove side, he catches conventionally from my perspective. Of course, the great Darren Pupa would disagree. On it behind the net now is Strand. Strand trying to get the puck out. Deflected down low. Nice job by Strand to tie up his man there. The Appleton, Wisconsin native. Back to the blue line. Canacorn there for the netminder. And Grant holds on. There'll be no further play. Stone Grant from Lombard, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder if that's anywhere near Aurora. I wonder if that's anywhere near Makita's Donuts. The great Wayne and Garth, of course. Bouncing puck now. And it's picked up by the Coast Guard. Quickly now Linzo full speed through the neutral zone. Linzo stepping to the outside. Linzo looking to pull the trigger. Mateo with the stop there. I really enjoy watching Linzo skate. He's just such a powerful skater. Back to the blue line. Rizzo lets the shot go. That's wide. Picked up now by Carvajal. Carvajal down the left wing. Hounded there. Nice job by Waters on the back check. You can't teach back checking, ladies and gentlemen. Tape-to-tape pass there. McPherson sends it up ahead. Putting the brakes on. Turning and wheeling. Letting the shot go. Steered aside there. That one is sent back out to center. At center ice now. Poke checked away there by Linzo. Now it's sent ahead by the Coast Guard. They chip it in. In on the forecheck they go. On it first there is Manning. Manning behind the net. Coast Guard trying to cause the turnover down low. They do. Now they've got possession. Walking off the boards, wheeling and dealing. Pulling the trigger. Mateo with the stop. As everybody meets at the netminder. And right back to his feet is George Mateo. Oh, Mateo has been so good here today, ladies and gentlemen. Another big save there. As Linzo walked off the boards, let the wrist shot go. Hit him right between the S there with a off-white or almost like a little bit of touch of pink, I guess. Back to the blue line, pouring it down, letting the shot go, deflecting it. There was Remington Ferrari. Ferrari, the Suffield native. A lot of guys from up there, Suffield, infield. Well, that's right outside of Springfield, so that makes sense. Springfield right across the border. Springfield, of course, the home. Oh, leaping up there, trying to keep the puck in. And away comes Ferrari. Ferrari cross-ice pass, a 3-on-2 now. Letting the shot go, steered aside by Grant. That's what Grant needs. Grant just needs a couple of saves there just to get himself feeling good about himself again. Walking in, Shane pulling the trigger. A nice waffle save there by Grant. Team, like I said, is going to need him. The most important shot is the next shot. And he's been stopping it now. Back the other way now, Linzo. Linzo at the dot. Linzo pulling the trigger. Can a corn there for the netminder, Mateo. And there'll be no further play. 13-19 left to go here in the second stanza. 3-0 is your score. Springfield, like I was saying, the home of, I always want to call it Great Adventure, but I know it's not Great Adventure. Six Flags, New England. I thought every amusement park growing up was just called Great Adventure. I thought it was like you call a Band-Aid, they're not all Band-Aids, but you call them Band-Aids. Turns out Great Adventure is actually one individual park in New Jersey. Who knew? I remember Action Park, ladies and gentlemen. That documentary is so true. You went to Action Park. If you came home and you didn't go to the emergency room, you didn't have a good time. Big hit there behind the net as McGill lays the lumber into him. Hard around. Pardon me. Still fighting off that cold. McGill behind the net now. McGill trying to get it back out in front. The Bears desperately trying to get on the board here. Back to the blue line strand, keeping it in, sending it down low. Chance in front, cutting to the cooker. Couldn't connect. Pinching in now is Clark. Clark recovering and getting to it. Clark putting the brakes on. Along the boards now, trying to come away with it. Back to the blue line. Clark tracked it down. Clark letting the shot go. Bouncing puck. And away comes Springfield now. Brouillard. Brouillard through the neutral zone. Brouillard stepping to the outside. Lets it go. Nice job there by the netminder, Grant. And there'll be no further play. 12.5 minutes left to go here. In the second stanza. 3-0 Springfield leading it. Face off one and back to the blue line it goes now for Manning. Manning sending it hard around. Hops over the stick there. Stopped there by Clark. Clark. They chip it out now. Here's McPherson. McPherson up ahead. Couldn't connect as it's knocked down by Ferrari. Ferrari back in. Ferrari pulling the trigger. Missed on the waffle side. Gotten to there by Donahue. Donahue is dislodged from the puck. Bears trying to come away with it. Back out to the blue line. Kept in there by Partridge. Partridge lets the shot go. Doesn't get through. The rebound is gotten to there by Springfield. On it there was Ferrari. Now chipped out ahead. If the Bears can get to it, it'll be a 2-on-1. Knocked back in there by Manning. Quickly now, here comes Carmen. Carmen through the neutral zone. Carmen sends it in. Fresh pause. Hop on the ice here for the Bears. As Springfield trying to catch him in a player trains. Comier was caught from behind there by Linzo. Linzo fresh off the bench now, so he's got some fresh legs. Sent it up now for Jacobson. Jacobson sidesteps the hit. Here's Jacobson now through the neutral zone. Jacobson over the blue line. Jacobson looking like a hot knife through butter. Walks all the way in. And that just missed. Jacobson with the puck. Going across the ice now, pulling the trigger. Misses on the glove side there. Did Rizzo. That one sent in on the net. A nice stop there once again by the netminder, Mateo. And there'll be no further play. The Bears have yet to solve the mystery that is the netminder, George Mateo. 3-0 is your score here today. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my cameraman, Mr. Lukey Bonner, the Lou and Solu. Puck won by Springfield and sent hard around. So on it there is Herman. Herman lost the handle on it. Chance now for the Bears. They can recover. Linzo off the boards to himself. Got it out in front. Bouncing puck dangerously. As Pizzarella got together there, I believe with Clark. But the netminder Mateo held on. The wholesale changes for both organizations. Fresh Bears. Fresh pride on the ice. I guess Lions. I always get confused with teams that their name ends in not an S. Like the Jazz, the Lightning. There's a lot of teams now that do it. I like an S. I like it being plural. There's more than one. I know pride is plural, I guess. Back to the blue line now, letting the shot go. Can of corn there for Grant, but if it doesn't end in an S, it really kind of distracts the broadcaster. I guess it confuses me. Like I said, I know pride is plural and lightning's not plural. I guess. Well, not really. There were 17 lightning strikes last night. I guess that can be plural. Well, look, there's lightning. I don't know. Either way, I think teams should end in S. That's just me. It's a lot easier on the brain. Knocked down at center ice by the Bears. See, so much better. Following it up now is Linzo. Not sent all the way down there. Tracking it down there is Rizzo. Rizzo wearing Tom Brady's number 12. Tom Brady now free to come back to the Patriots. A free agent now. Sent across now for Clark. McGill. I apologize. McGill down the right wing. Drop pass. Quick shot. That just missed. And it bounces away to center. 10-10 left to go here in the second period. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you a hockey game. On it now is Coughlin. Coughlin behind his own net on the backhand. Doesn't get out as Dahani tracks it down. Kept in by Partridge. Partridge makes the move at the blue line. Partridge gets it down low. That one's taken away. Chipped away to center now. Back the other way. Here comes O'Leary. O'Leary with a give and go now with Clark. Clark walking in. Clark pulling the trigger. Hit the defenseman. The rebound. Clark got to it. Mateo finds it through traffic. Then there'll be no further play. Oh, fantastic opportunity there. A beautiful little give and go between O'Leary and Clark. And once again, the netminder Mateo. I'll tell you, Mateo certainly packed his A game in his bag today on his way down from Springfield. I always ask my daughter, you got your A game with you? Did you put it in your bag? There goes some Seahawks right there. That's what I like to see. Representing here today are the Seahawks. And sent in. All the way in it goes now by Strand. Behind the net now, Springfield trying to come away with it. That's knocked down and kept in by McPherson. McPherson got it down low, pulling the trigger, a waffle save there. Facing for Kittery. I think Emmy is name. I always get confused with the initials. There's McPherson now. McPherson behind the net, trying to get it back in front. Manning took it away. Manning up for Cormier. Cormier sent it out to center. That's sent back in by Strand. Behind the net it goes now. 9 minutes to go. In on the forecheck there. Causing the rushed pass, but back the other way now quickly. Now here's Donahue. Donahue. Drop pass for Herman. Herman walking in. Herman pulls the trigger. Just wide there on the waffle side. Springfield gets control of the puck now. Bouncing puck. The net comes off its protected moorings. His bodies meet at the goaltender. So 8 minutes and 49 seconds left to go here. In the second stanza, 3-0 still your score. Springfield leads this one, leaning in to take the draw now. It is Clark. Face off one cleanly. Back to Roski. Roski, soft along the boards, got it back out dangerously in front there. Shane got it back out. Quickly now out to center. Jacobson tried to get to it. That's got to be offsides. It is. There's Pizzarella. Got to it. This is delayed offsides, but he touched it up, so not icing, though. Offsides is the call. I like that the linesmen and the officials have names on the back of their jerseys. I miss back in the day when you used to be able to say, yeah, Koharski, you this, Stewart, you this. Now the NHL took that away and the referees wear numbers. Boring. Here's a quick shot right off the pass in front. As Burke was cutting, a nice pass there by Broliard. By Michael. Number 3. Sorry to the Broliard family. There he is. Lorenzo and the Benzo going by. Picked up quickly now by Linzo. Here goes Linzo. Linzo's got a man ahead. Linzo tried to connect there. Unable to knock it down there was Morris. Out to center ice it goes now. Linzo lays the lumber into him quickly now. Back the other way. Over the blue line. Morris stepping to the outside. Morris with the puck. Morris got it out in front. Dangerously it rolls to Mateo, and he'll hold on. 8 minutes, 1 second left to go here. In the second stanza, 3-0. Springfield leading it. You're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network and the Solu Broadcasting Network here today. Blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you. Springfield trying to get it around. Linzo pounces on it there. Linzo down the right wing. Linzo going for a walk. Linzo slid it in front. As McGill was cutting to the cooker. Rizzo Lets it fly. That goes wide of the net. O'Leary pinching in down low for McGill. McGill trying to come away with it. McGill protecting the puck. McGill, nice move behind the net there by McGill. McGill got it back to the blue line. Lindsay, a little bit of room, pulls the trigger. Oh, that just missed. Kept in by Rizzo. Rizzo, number 12 in your scorecard, lost the handle on it. A 2-on-1 now, back the other way. Burke sliding it over. Burke calls for it back just behind him there. He lost the handle on it. Into the corner it goes now. Springfield walks right off the boards. They did get it in front. Now it goes back to the blue line. Letting the shot go. A lot of traffic in front there. As it goes just wide. And now that one sent all the way down. No icing as it was Springfield that tried to pass it. So it ends up all the way down in the Springfield zone with 7 minutes left to go here in the second period. And kept pinched in nicely there by McGill to keep the puck in. That's picked up now by Cormier. Cormier, dangerous pass there. High risk, low reward. No actuary would sign off on that. Chipped in there by Calverho. Springfield with the puck now. Good puck movement. That goes off the boards, and on it there is McGill. McGill rounds the net like Bobby Orr. McGill makes a move. And a nice job of back checking there by Calverho. So you always want to back check straight towards your net. If someone makes a move to the left or the right, you will catch him. It's just physics. And chipped ahead, knocked down there by Partridge. Partridge sends it in. It's a weird bounce there right off the stick of Grant. And in the corner it goes now. That's knocked down by Waters. Waters up ahead now. Waters down the right wing. Waters over the blue line. Waters pulls the trigger. Big stop there by Mateo. And there'll be no further play. A couple of real nice stops there by Grant. As he seemed to settle down, keeping it a 3-0 affair. You know, sometimes you forget those saves, those big stops that the goaltenders make when it's 2 or 3-0. You remember when it's 2-2 and 3-3 or a one-goal game, but when it's a couple of goals, here's a quick shot there. Saved by Mateo. The face-off win there as Carmen got the wrist shot away. A quick shot, gobbled up like a biscuit on Thanksgiving. Dipping it into the gravy, picking up a couple of kernels of corn there, although we're pretty far from Thanksgiving now. That's the next big holiday, I guess. Valentine's Day, you don't really eat on Valentine's Day. St. Patrick's Day, fun, but not, watered corned beef with boiled corned beef, cabbage. Not my favorite. April, nothing going on there. Memorial Day, nice barbecue. There is now the Bears trying to get on the board at the side of the net. A little bit of pushing and shoving there between McGill and Partridge. They're digging, they're mucking. The Bears trying to come away with it. McGill got it to Jacobson. McGill won the puck now. Jacobson looking to try to turn and get the shot off. Leaves it for Carmen. Carmen, a little bit of room, pulls the trigger. That just missed. Pinching in is Strand. Nice job by Strand to keep it in, but it ends up rolling back out to center. Sent in on the netminder, Mateo. Mateo leaves it there as the Bears regain the blue line. 5:15 left to go here in the second period. Strand. And a nice job there to send the puck forward. I'm not sure what everybody was yelling about there, but everybody seemed very excited for a moment on both benches. Well, it certainly eluded the broadcaster. Giveaway now. Here's a chance now, trying to get it back in front. Pinching in nicely there with Strand to keep it in. The bouncing puck rolls out to center and on to the stick of Clark. Clark, the Arlington, Virginia native, makes a move at the red line. Clark dumps it in. Got over the red line, so no icing as the Bears get some fresh legs on there as Jacobson tracks it down. Jacobson, number 22 in your scorecard from right here in Waterford, Connecticut. He sent it down low. A couple of former Seahawks out there right now. Well, I don't think Waters is on the ice. Yeah, he is. Waters is on the ice, so a couple of former Seahawks, Jacobson and Waters. Sent ahead now, Linzo. Linzo protecting the puck. Linzo over the blue line. Linzo winding, shooting. That went off a leg. Linzo got it back now. Linzo got it in front. They jam at it, still loose. Getting it back now to the blue line. Linzo pulls the trigger. Back to the blue line again. That one's deflected up high. Oh, the Coast Guard throwing everything that they can now at the net. Jacobson protecting the puck. Jacobson back for Linzo. Linzo winding, shooting. Mateo saved the rebound. Gets kicked out by Waters. Still loose. It's pushed just wide. And the Bears get to the puck again. Linzo along the boards. He lets the shot go. Mateo holds on. And there'll be no further play. Oh, the Bears have got to be wondering, what do we have to do to get one by this guy today? As they threw everything, including the kitchen sink at him there. But the netminder, George Mateo, stood tall. He has been nothing short of brilliant here today as he's getting back to his feet. Looks a little bit like a prize fighter coming out for the 15th round, and the doc should have stopped it rounds ago, but he's coming out. He's been brilliant. Sent all the way down. Linzo in no rush to catch up to that puck to prevent the icing. 3:46 left to go here in the second stanza. The Bears not playing bad by any stretch of the imagination, but trailing this one 3-0. Mateo has been the difference here thus far. Kept in on the backhand. A nice play by Rizzo to send it in on the backhand. Rizzo pinching in. Rizzo from Glen Falls, New York. I know where that is. Cross corner dump in by Linzo. Giving chase now. All the Bears at center way to center. Linzo from West Roxbury, Massachusetts. I know where that is as well. So 3:26 left to go here in the second stanza. You're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network, the home of the Connecticut Sports Show and soon to be Scotty Radio Show. Now we're working on the name. Like we said, it's going to be a daily sports. So if you like the entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, value, tune in soon. Daily sports live call-in show from 10 to noon. Here's a chance now down low on the backhand. A big stop by Mateo as Rizzo walked right in off the face-off. And Mateo once again holds the fort here for Springfield as the Bears continue to apply pressure and get opportunity after opportunity, but that's just what they are thus far. They have yet to cash in. Dangerous pass there, kept in by Rizzo. Into the corner now, they do battle. Bears trying to come away with it. Let the Pride get it out. 3:05 left to go here in the second period. A bouncing puck. As Rizzo's under a little bit of pressure there from Ferrari. Rizzo sends it along for Linzo. Linzo on the backhand doesn't get out. Now quickly now here's Clark. Clark in the neutral zone, settling things down. That's a nice pass up ahead now for Jacobson. Jacobson down the right wing. Jacobson makes the move, gets the puck back, sliding it across the Waters. That just failed to click. Oh, Waters got to the cooker. Jacobson found him. Chipping it in now, Linzo. Linzo steals the puck. Linzo behind the net. Linzo got it out in front. Went off a skate. Jacobson on it now. Jacobson for Linzo. Linzo backpedaling. He lets the shot go. That's blocked out high by Shane. Well, the Bears are all over him. Behind the net now, trying to get it back in front. Back to the blue line now. A little bit of room. Rizzo. Rizzo winding, shooting. That hit a leg. Springfield player's a little bit banged up. He can't get off the ice. The Bears can move it quickly. They got a wounded duck out there, but a chance now. Back the other way. Here comes Shane all alone, walking in. A big waffle save there by Grant. Oh, Grant has not had a lot of work these last few minutes. That's a huge stop right there, ladies and gentlemen, because I'll tell you what, Springfield buries that puck with 2 minutes left to go here in the second period and makes it 4-0. And I'm not saying the game's over. I mean, we're in the land of 28-3 up here, so nothing's over, but that would have been a pretty tall order, Nordberg, had he buried that biscuit. A huge stop there by Stone Grant. Do not forget that one if the Bears come back. Don't worry, I won't let you. It's my job. That's a big stop right there. I was like, oh, no, after all the pressure that they had. A huge save now. Chopping at it right at the side of the net there. Coming around there. Sneaking around was Herman. Nice stop there by Grant. So 1:49 left to go here in the second period. 3-0 still is the score. The Bears would love nothing better to get on the board here before the intermission. 1:45 to go, so still a little time. In on the check now. All the Bears. With Strand, who couldn't get it in. Knocked down by Burke. Away comes, that's McGill quickly now. McGill stepping to the outside. McGill found the handle on it. McGill stepping back to the outside. Got room now. McGill along the boards. Slides it across, pulling the trigger through a screen. That just failed to click. Carmen let that one go. Now Waters sends it in front. Bouncing puck into the corner it goes now. Back for Strand. Strand keeps it in. Nice job to keep that puck in. 1:10 to go. Behind the net, pinching in there is Carmen. Carmen doing a nice job keeping it in now for Waters. Waters, cross corner dump in as the Bears look to complete a player change, and that one sent away to center. Here's Linzo now. Linzo, if he gets up to the left, there's a lot of room. Down the left wing he comes now. Linzo, hot off the bench though, right on his trail there. There's Johnny Dahani. Right into the mitt there of the netminder Mateo. And there'll be no further play. 49 seconds left to go here. In the second stanza, the face-off deep in the Springfield zone. The Bears with, quick shot there right off the draw. As Clark got to it, another waffle save there by Mateo. Bears trying to keep the puck in, they do. That one softly lands in the middle of Mateo. Mateo just holding on. A little bit of pushing and shoving there right after the whistle. Well, the Bears have got to do what they got to do. They got to get in the head of George Mateo, ladies and gentlemen, Right in the mind. They got to do something. Oh, wait, it looks like one of the Springfield players might be escorted to the sin bin. Now I think one of the Bears players might be headed as well. Let's see here. I think the ref has got both players, little 2 minutes each for roughing. I didn't think there was much of it either, but I guess the ref did. It gives both players 2 minutes for roughing. Right now, there's only one penalty on the board, so let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So 4 on 4. It's going to be 4 on 4 instead of 5 on 5. So it must not have been matching penalties. That one knocked down by Linzo. Linzo held the line there as Dahani tried to get around him. Jacobson out there now. Linzo, Clark, and McGill. A little bit more room to operate here for the final 20 seconds. And we'll start the third period of 4 on 4 as well. We're about 1 minute and 15 seconds into the third period. Here comes Linzo now. Linzo down the right wing. He's got McGill cutting to the cooker. Linzo walked it in. Lost the handle on it. McGill now with 5 seconds left. Back to the blue line. They're going to have to throw it at the net soon. They let the shot go. That just missed side of the net. It goes right through the goal mouth as the buzzer sounds. And the Bears once again were knocking at the door. The netminder Mateo saying, "Go away. I gave it the office." Well, ladies and gentlemen, the second period has come to a close. Your score at the end of 2. The Springfield College Pride 3. United States Coast Guard Academy Bears 0. We'll be right back in about 15 minutes at the start of the third and final chapter of this unwritten story taking place right before your very eyes and ears here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network and the Solu Broadcasting Network. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you back here in a little bit. 3-0 is your score after 2.
Side high versus Stone, and he missed a couple, and that was it. And this guy, they haven't been able to crack the nut on him.
Yeah. You get one off the leg or something, and everything changes. Just got to get that front.
Both keepers, both goaltenders are playing well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Second intermission is underway. The Zamboni is doing what Zambonis do. 2 goals in the first couple of minutes here of the second period as Springfield jumped out to a 3-0 lead. And then the coaching staff for the Coast Guard called the timeout, settled things down. And from that point on, the Coast Guard pretty much dominated the second period. But the story of the day thus far, ladies and gentlemen, has been the netminder for the Springfield Pride, number 1 in your scorecard. And I'm sure number 1 in a lot of Springfield fans' hearts right now, George Mateo, who has been nothing short of brilliant. I wish I can get somebody to give me some stats. He's got to have over 30 saves thus far in the affair. He's been peppered. He's been absolutely just under duress all game long, and he has been nothing short of brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. But a long way to go, 15 minutes to go. As I was just talking with one of the Coast Guard fans here just a moment ago, and he was saying, sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the guy. The guy's been nothing, just like we said, just absolutely brilliant. But you got to keep throwing it at the net. If I'm the Coast Guard, I really don't change a thing about the way they've been playing. They've been playing really, really excellent. I would say that Springfield has dominated play maybe for 5-10 minutes. Scored a couple of quick goals there in the second period. Coast Guard called the timeout, settled things down. Grant settled down, and don't forget the save, ladies. It was 3-0, and the Coast Guard they had about 5 minutes of sustained pressure on Springfield, and then Springfield broke out with a breakaway. I forgot who had the breakaway. I apologize. I'm looking down the roster here. I really don't remember who had the breakaway, but a big stop by the netminder Grant with about a minute left to go in the second period, and that would have been the backbreaker. That would have been heartbreaking. So we'll see. Just remember that save. We'll see if we'll see if the Coast Guard can mount some sort of comeback here this afternoon. I'd love to see him at least get one to electrify this. There's a big crowd on hand here today. A nice crowd at the Dayton Arena. And in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, the Coast Guard is playing some of their best hockey. Just right now, they just cannot figure out what to do about Mateo. He has been brilliant. 3-0 is your score, as you see the Zamboni finishing up on the ice here. We're at the campus of the Conn College Camels, right next door to the United States Coast Guard. Right here on the shores here in New London, Connecticut. I love New London. A great town, great food. They got Mambo's and a couple of other great restaurants down there. A great comic book stores, Sarge's down there, where I think the boy is headed right after the game, if I'm not mistaken. 3 minutes left to go here in the intermission. A real good one here today, I'll tell you. These quote-unquote club ice hockey teams, I'll tell you, that's what I played on in college. I played on a club ice hockey team, and I don't remember the guys being this good as they are out there right now. I don't know. I couldn't go back and tell you, but I was a third-string backup netminder, if you haven't heard, for the University of Stony Brook Patriots and Seawolves. And a lot of nights I didn't dress. A lot of nights my job was to make sure the cooler was filled with ice and a variety of sarsaparillas for the ride home. I got real good at opening and closing the door along the bench and letting guys on and off the ice when I did dress. But I don't remember our level. We did play in the same conference, I believe, as they do now. But I don't remember, to be honest with you, the level of play being at this level back in the day. Or maybe my reaction time was just faster, so it didn't seem that fast. But right now, it seems tremendously fast to me. So 3-0 is your score. It was 1-0 after the first period. And 2 quick goals early on in the second period by Springfield. As they extended the lead here in the afternoon, you're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. A blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you this afternoon. We got a couple of big games coming up on the itinerary this week. Let's take a look here as we drift into the future. Today is the 22nd, so Wednesday night we got 2 big games. Wednesday night is Newington Nor'easters are taking on the Hall Titans from West Hartford. And also Wednesday night, the Woodstock Centurions are paying visit to the Eastern Connecticut Eagles. And then coming up a week from then, ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesday, February 1st, we have got a dandy on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. As the Newington Nor'easters, the number 2 ranked team in the state in Division 3, take on the number 1 ranked team right now if things hold up for the next week, the Conard Red Wolves. It's a little odd, the rankings, because Newington's ranked 1, Conard's ranked number 2, and Newington beat Conard. Conard's only loss of the season has come at the hands of Newington, and Newington is undefeated. So you figure it out, how these rankings work from the CIAC. I don't know, they got some sort of math formula, I guess, that doesn't make any sense to me, but those two met in the finals last year at Quinnipiac, and they'll meet again for the second time just about 10 days from now on February 1st. Got to have it circled on your calendar. It's an afternoon game. It's on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's going to be live from the Newington Arena right here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. All right, looks like the Zamboni just about done. Doing a fantastic job there. The ice looking clean as a whistle. As the boys getting ready to come back on the ice here. 3-0 is the score. Well, Zamboni exits through the old Zamboni doors. The Mets are put back in place, ladies and gentlemen. The boys have come back out of the locker rooms for Springfield. There's the buzzer. So that means get your butts out here. And the third and final chapter of this unwritten story is about ready to get underway as the officials make their way out of the office there. They open the door, and onto the ice they come. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the third period just about to get underway here from the Dayton Arena in New London, Connecticut, as the Springfield Pride make their way back onto the ice. Mustangs, sorry. This is game number 9 of the weekend. Actually, way more than that. Game number 14 of the weekend. Starting on Friday, game number 9 the last 2 days. So the brain turning to a little bit of mushiness here as the Coast Guard Bears come back onto the ice. Look at that. I love seeing the Coast Guard sweaters. They are absolutely gorgeous. Love their sweaters. Love the orange ones that they wore out before as they took pictures in them. There's netminder Grant. He's going to have to be perfect the rest of the way, because if he lets up another one, then they're going to have to score 5 to win. So no pressure. That goaltenders know what they signed on for, ladies and gentlemen. All right. The third and final period, the third and final chapter of this unwritten story about ready to be unveiled right before your very eyes and ears here on the World Broadcasting Network. World Sports Broadcasting Network, excuse me. As the Bears and Springfield return to the ice. It's still 4-on-4, don't forget, for another minute and 20 seconds. So, the ice is still very wet out there as the puck just came to a complete stop there. The Zamboni just got done. Puddles everywhere. You want the puck out of your zone when it's like this right now. You see the puck. You know what? They should really wait a couple of minutes. They should really, at the next whistle, just let the ice freeze. Sometimes it takes an extra minute or two for the ice to freeze. That's not uncommon. Chipped ahead now. Down the left wing, Linzo pulling the trigger. And that one ends up out of play. We'll see if the refs do that, if the refs perhaps try and find a squeegee or something. No, they're just going to get the puck. All right. I don't think anything's going on after here at Conn College. Unless the Camels might have a practice or something. But right now, the ice is still a little bit wet. And everybody's thinking, Mr. Broadcaster, the ice is always, no, it's not. It's supposed to be solid, so the puck slides along it. That's very common at the end of the period, so hopefully it'll freeze up very quickly. Through the neutral zone now, Dahani sent it down low. All around it goes, cleared but not out. Sent back in by Springfield. And on it quickly now is Jacobson. Couldn't sidestep the forecheck there. Roski walking in off the boards. He scores! Ryan Roski grabbed the puck off the boards, walked in, pulls the trigger, and very quickly, just 59 seconds into the third period, a huge goal there. Springfield extends the lead. 4-0 is the score. He just walked right off the boards all alone. A lot of room there and buries the biscuit for the Pride. Well, not exactly what the doctor ordered here for the Bears. As the hill now has gotten a little bit steeper and a little bit more snow. They don't have any shoes. Walking in, pulling the trigger, getting the stick in the shooting lane there was Manning. And there'll be no further play. 4-0 now is the score. As the Springfield Pride capitalize on the 4-on-4 opportunity. The Bears now like I said, with a little bit more adversity facing them at this point. Face off deep in the Springfield zone, sent it around. Pitching it is Carmen. Carmen on the puck. Carmen sending it behind the net. McGill got it out in front dangerously. Came all the way out to center. Both players are out of the box, so we're back to 5-on-5. McGill touched it up, but he was inside the zone, the official says. So offsides is the call. 4-0 now. Springfield leading this affair. Leaning in to take the draw now. All the Bears, they win the draw back to Carmen. Carmen sending it out to center. Knocked down there by Springfield. Springfield, I'm sure, happy now just to dump the puck in. I'm sure they were when it was 3-0. Now it'll be even happier. Here's Waters. Waters ahead from McGill. Knocked down at the blue line. Nice play there by Roski to knock it down. Roski, who just scored that nice goal moments ago. Sent it out to center. Knocked down by Waters, but back the other way now. Carvalho. Carvalho letting the shot go. Stopped there by Grant. Picking up the puck now, McGill. McGill behind his own net. McGill coming out with it. McGill with speed through the neutral zone. McGill stepping to the outside. McGill trying to cut back inside. McGill looking to run the entire gauntlet. Lost the handle on it there as Partridge went flying by. Kept in by Carmen. Carmen couldn't keep it in, though, as that one goes off the back of DeHong. The linesman. McGill tried to get back on sides but couldn't do so. 17:46 left to go. I think it was just an offsides. Oh, no, it's a penalty. I apologize. It is a penalty coming up against Roski. So a power play opportunity here for the Bears. Their third of the afternoon. Now we're heading into evening hours. It's gotten a little dark outside. If the Bears are going to start a comeback, this would be a good place to get started. Power play here. They trail 4-0. They all but almost have to score on this power play as it's knocked down by Linzo at the blue line. That one comes away to center. Linzo tracks it down inside his own zone. 17.5 minutes left to go. Bears on the power play now. Rizzo lost his footing as he was hounded there by Dahani. Back the other way quickly now. Through the neutral zone comes Clark. Clark, a little bit of room in the corner. A delayed penalty coming up here against Springfield. I think the Bears may want to just give it to him. Well, if I'm the Bears, I get it deep in the zone and I hand it to him. Linzo, not thinking what the broadcast is thinking. Coming around now with speed over the blue line. Toe dragging it to himself. The brain and the tongue got all mixed up there. Linzo protecting the puck. Linzo wheeling and dealing. Back to the blue line now, letting the shot go deflected up high. And there'll be no further play. All right, that was Jacobson with the puck. Now Linzo, I apologize. I misidentified that person. All right, so a 5-on-3 now for 1 minute and 7 seconds. Here for the Bears. Well, unfortunately, the high stick is going to take the faceoff outside the zone, though. Well, the Bears here now with a golden opportunity to climb back into the affair. Oh, no, they're saying the faceoff still coming in deep. Okay. So the faceoff still deep in the zone, despite the high stick. So I guess it doesn't matter. Why is there's a whistle? So the most important part here is to gain control off the faceoff. Step one accomplished. McGill sliding it across now for Jacobson. Jacobson back for Linzo. Linzo at the blue line. Slides it over to McGill. McGill trying to get it to settle down. It finally does. McGill's got a man in front. Cross ice pass. Seabun one-timer just wide. Back for McGill. McGill's got Rizzo right in front. Rizzo deflects it. They score! The Bears finally get on the board. A power play goal, and they're still on the power play. for 1:37. That is a huge goal right there. A gorgeous deflection in front by Andrew Rizzo. Great puck movement there. And the Bears are on the board. 4-1 is the score, and they're still on the power play. Well, just in case you were thinking about headed to the parking lot to beat the traffic, you might want to stick around for a little while. Still a lot of time left to go here. I told you we're in the land of 28-3, so nothing's over till it's over. Now 4-1 now is the score. Now they got that first one. If they can get another one here, they still got 1:25 on the power play. McGill over the blue line. McGill with the puck. McGill toe dragging it to himself. McGill behind the net. McGill tried to get it out in front. In front it goes. That one just got pushed wide there by Rizzo. Rizzo with the puck. Excuse me. Rizzo off the skates there at Clark. And forcing it out to center. A nice job there by Ferrari to get it out to center. Offsides. Is the call. As Rizzo failed to get out of the zone on time. So 1:01 still remaining on the Bears power play here. They trail it now 4-1. This is a very important minute here in this affair. Springfield won the draw. Jacobson walks over the blue line with room. Jacobson got Waters cutting to the cooker. He scores! Kyle Jacobson with the wrist shot there. And the Bears have scored on both power play opportunities, the 5-on-3 and the 5-on-4. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, 4-2 is your score. Oh, we talked about it. Once they get the first one, the rest might be maybe perhaps a little easier. Oh, 15:44 left to go in the affair. 4-2 all of a sudden is your score. How about that? Well, when opportunity knocks, you got to answer the door. And the Bears answered the door and said, come on in, 4-2. A quick stop there by Grant. Oh, that's another huge save there. That would have been a heartbreaker. I would have cried. I'm emotionally vested, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not afraid to cry at a hockey game. Along the boards now. Here's Ferrari. And now the Bears starting to step up the pressure. Chipped away to center. A 2-on-1 for Springfield. Through the neutral zone comes Burke. Burke cutting over there was McGill. Bouncing puck dangerously right up the gut. Taken away by the Bears. Here comes the Coast Guard now through the neutral zone. Up ahead for Waters. Waters over the blue line. Waters letting the shot go. That hit the defenseman on the way in. Roski back the other way now. A 3-on-1 for Springfield. Poke checked away. Linzo, but not out of the woods yet. Still a 2-on-1. Sliding it over. Linzo got a piece of it and a big stop there by Grant. And there'll be no further play. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. It looked like this one might have been over. It looked like we were going to be talking about Star Wars and Stranger Things and a variety of different things for the remainder of the third period. Just like that. The Bears, that one goes way up in the air. I didn't even get sick this time, Mr. Wally. Usually I get sick. Chipped out to center. On it there quickly, Pizzarella. Pizzarella backpedaling. McPherson in on the forecheck. That one goes all the way down. No icing, no. The Bears on it first there is Rizzo. Rizzo sending it hard around now for O'Leary. O'Leary through the neutral zone at McPherson. O'Leary over the blue line. Lets the shot go. That one eluded Mateo. And now Mateo all of a sudden looking a little bit shaky where earlier he was looking like a brick wall. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the mental things that a goaltender goes through in one game really is incredible. Keeping the puck in. Beautiful pass there from McPherson. Spilled in front of the net. Play allowed to continue. There was Coughlin. Along the boards now. Springfield trying to get the puck out. They do get it out to center. Quickly sent back in there as the Bears get some fresh paws on the ice. Did they regain the blue line? They did. I thought they never got it. Never got back over the blue line to get back on sides. Cormier now. Cormier's got a man cutting to the cooker on the backhand. Big stop there by Grant. 13:40 left to go here in the affair. 4-2 is your score. Bears have scored on back-to-back belly-to-belly power play goals to make this one a 4-2 game. Along the boards now. Coming over was Morris. Morris got back on sides. Walking in. Pulling the trigger. That just missed as Linzo got a lot on it. Kept in by Morris. Chipped ahead now. A chance for Burke. Burke in all alone. Burke to the forehand. Pulls the trigger. Big stop there by Grant. And there'll be no further play. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. The tables have turned, and all of a sudden, Grant is the netminder who can't be beaten. And Mateo's led up the last two. 13-13 left to go here. An eternity of hockey left here at the Dayton Arena. What a fantastic hockey game we have been privileged to as Herman wins the draw for Springfield. Kept in nicely there by Roski. Chipped up ahead now McGill. McGill trying to get to it. McGill at the goal line. McGill with the puck. McGill lowers the shoulder. McGill still with it. Now they're cycling back for McGill. Just hops over a stick and out to center. Tracking it down there is Strand. Strand on the puck now. Strand with it. Strand trying to go right up the gut. Just out of the reach there. Looks like it's going to go for icing. So icing happened when the puck go down. Bang before the other guy. You know the rest of the story, ladies and gentlemen. The great rookie netminder, Denny Lemieux, who went to Florida and got the money, became a real estate mogul in North Miami. South Miami? It was down there. 12:47 now. Left to go. Springfield wins the draw. Back to the blue line. They send it into the corner. Hard around it goes. Tracked down there by George. Big hit there in the corner. As the Bears trying to come away with it. Carmen digging and mucking. They're doing their homework. Springfield wins it. Back to the blue line. Pizzarella. Pizzarella sends it down low. They got men in front there dangerously. That went right through the goal mouth. And the Bears send it out to center. Looks like it's going to go for another icing. Oh, waved off. Waved off there by the official, much to the chagrin of the Springfield bench. Now the Pride trying to come away with it down the right wing. Stepping up, keeping it in. A big hit there along the boards as Shane lays the lumber into Clark now. Back the other way quickly now Burke. Clark right back to his feet. Clark behind the net. Clark sending it hard around, clear but not out. Winding, shooting. That one's headed towards Westerly, Rhode Island. On it now is McGill. McGill settling things down. McGill with the puck at the red line. McGill, cross-ice pass for Linzo. Linzo down the left wing. Linzo takes a chop. Linzo sliding it across just off the stick there of Clark. Clark takes a big hit there from Caravello. Here's Linzo. Linzo making the move, letting the shot go, bouncing, puck. Loose in front now, getting back to it. Jacobson pulls the trigger. He scores! Kyle Jacobson buries the biscuit there for the Bears. And with 11 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the affair, the Bears are pulled within one. 4-3 is your score. Oh, my. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? A little brouhaha ensued right after the goal there as Rizzo got mixed up in front of the net with Caravello. We'll see if any penalties are handed out, or maybe got mixed up with Pizzarella. I apologize. So while the Bears going to be going to the power play after the goal, oh my goodness, I think we may see a timeout called here by Springfield. Springfield's still arguing about the icing, I think. It doesn't matter. It is going to be a power play for the Bears. So 11 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in the affair. 3 unanswered goals here by the Coast Guard. 2 by Jacobson. And Springfield, I believe, may want to talk things over and settle things down as they're going to find themselves shorthanded now. They came out of the locker room up 3-0. They made it 4-0. Just a minute into the third period. And then the 5-on-3 that the Bears capitalized not once but twice on. And just right there, just moments ago, Jacobson walked in and let the laser beam go, attached right to the head of Sharks. Dr. Evil would be very pleased. And just like that, that is where we stand. 4-3 is your score. I don't know if they did ever call timeout or not. I'm assuming that they did because there was a little bit of a break there. I'm not sure if they asked for a timeout. I'm not sure. Either way, so a power play for the Bears with 11:30 left to go here. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-goal game. And just like that, this is back on the big screen. And Cincinnati goes to the small screen. Slid around now for Rizzo. Rizzo. Hard around for Clark. Oh, excuse me, McGill. McGill in the corner. McGill's got help at the blue line. That's Clark. McGill, a little bit of trouble. Got it for Clark. Clark on the backhand. Got it down to McGill. McGill shoved aside there. Pinching in. There's Jacobson. Jacobson cutting to the cooker. Jacobson got it back to the back door. Kept in now Clark. Clark sliding it across Jacobson. Jacobson got a man in front. They jam out. It's still loose. It's poked, checked out of harm's way, and sent away on the backhand by Ferrari. Oh, my goodness. The Bears have come that close to tying the affair here. A minute 10 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 10:40 to go in the affair. Chipped ahead to center now. Through the neutral zone, putting the brakes on there is Clark. Clark's got Linzo. Slides it over. Linzo with the puck. Linzo to the forehand. He lets the shot go. That one went right off the waffle. Behind the net now. Springfield on their heels all of a sudden. They were in command of this game. That one sent ahead, poured down. Nice stick call here. Not sure what happened. I guess they're saying the Coast Guard touched the puck on the way out with a high stick. Okay. Our cameraman letting me know that that is the case. Good job there by Lukey. All right, so 47 seconds left to go here in the man advantage. Still more than half a period to go. 4-3 is your score. And the Bears looking to tie the affair here on the power play. They win the draw. Wheeling and dealing out on the way out now, Jacobson. Jacobson lost the handle on it. Waters sends it back for Carmen. Here's Carmen now. Carmen down the right wing. Carmen protecting the puck. Carmen, spinorama move there. Carmen protecting the puck. Trying to get it back to Jacobson. Carmen still with it. Sliding the puck across now. A little bit of room. Rizzo lets the shot go. Stop there by Mateo. 4-3 is your score. 9:51 left to go here in the affair. The face-off deep in the Springfield zone. To the right of the netminder, Mateo. Clark, Rizzo, and Jacobson. Power play unit here for the Bears that has 20 seconds left on it. McGill pinching. Sent all the way down. Tracking it down now is Linzo. Linzo takes it from Grant. Linzo with speed. Linzo, nice soft cross-ice pass now. Here comes Clark. Clark avoids the forecheck. Clark over the blue line. Clark down low. Looking to send it back for Linzo. Linzo keeps it in, knocks it down. Linzo got a man at the side of the net. Couldn't get it to him, Rizzo. Oh, if he was a righty, he buries that. But as the saying goes, if my aunt had, well, we'll just leave it at that. Going to get it now is Clark. Clark lays it for McGill. Well, he could not capitalize on the power play. 9:10 to go. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Bears trailing it by 1. They did trail it by 4. Here's Linzo now. He's got help with McGill. Linzo at the dot. Lets the shot go. That one off the protective netting. And there'll be no further play. 4-3 is your score. Coast Guard Academy has had back-to-back goals here. 3 unanswered goals to make this a 1-goal affair. A good penalty kill there, though, by Springfield, as they maintain a 1-goal lead with 9 minutes left to go in the affair. And again, to take the draw there was Coughlin. He won it, but Springfield coming away with it through the neutral zone. Manning over the blue line, walking in, pulling the trigger there. That was Comier, excuse me. Well, they are definitely trying to go glove side high on Grant tonight. Chance in front now. Here comes Coughlin. Coughlin at the dot. He pulls the trigger right off the butt end. As Strand pinching in now. Back the other way. Trying to get back is Carmen. Over the blue line at the dot. Big stop. The rebound. Reaching for it. And pouncing on it like a hungry hippo. Chasing after that final wayward marble was a netminder, Grant. And there'll be no further play. 8 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the affair. Both netminders with big stops there. Oh, my goodness. It doesn't get any better than this. Burke. Clean face-off win. Springfield letting the shot go. Doesn't get through. That comes back to Ferrari. Ferrari's had a good game. All around now. Shane in the corner. Shane got it down low. Bears can't get it out on the first try. Here's a chance now. Ferrari. Big stop. The rebound held on to by Grant, and there'll be no further play. 8 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in the affair. 4-3 is your score. You're watching Coast Guard Bears hockey here tonight. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. A blessing, honor, and privilege to have you here with us. Leaning in is Herman. Herman wins the draw. Back to the blue line. Roski lets the shot go. Bouncing around on the rebound. The netminder sprawling out to cover the low ice. And they couldn't find the bouncing puck. Waters in on the forecheck. Sent up quickly. Bears looking to go defense to offense now. Here's McGill. McGill with the puck. McGill over the red line. McGill with the move. McGill sending it in. And on it there is Manning. At the blue line, kept in. Here's Waters now. Waters tried to get it down to McGill. On it there is Roski. Roski sends it hard around. 7:39 to go. Pinching in is Linzo. Linzo kept it in. Outside of the net, McGill. McGill behind the net. McGill trying to get it back out in front. Waters went to the cooker. Now the Bears get it, letting the shot go. A big stop there by Mateo, and there'll be no further play. 7 minutes, 25 seconds left to go here in the third and final period. Leaning in to take the draw now, deep in the Springfield zone, ends up behind the net. On it there is Morris. Morris turning, Morris protecting the puck. Morris down on one knee. Good effort there, but it's sent away by Springfield. That's going to roll on net. It's not going to be for icing. So Grant had to play it. I don't think it would have made it across the goal line anyway. The way that thing was making a left turn at Albuquerque. Sent in again, the Springfield bench wondering why there's no icing. Perhaps the official is a Cowboys fan, wants to make sure he's home for kickoff. Well, that got me in trouble yesterday. All right, digging and mucking now is Clark. Clark takes a hit there from Burke. Over to help out there's Dahani. They're digging, they're mucking, they're doing their homework. Jacobson, who's got two here in the period, comes away with it. Jacobson back to the blue line, letting the shot go, doesn't get through. Coughlin was in front of the net. Well, excuse me, I apologize, that's Morris. Morris doing a nice job protecting the puck now. Springfield trying to come away with it. Pizzarella couldn't get it out. Kept in, Jacobson got it back to the blue line for Rizzo, back for Jacobson. Jacobson tried to go to Linzo, chipped ahead now, a 2-on-1 if they could get to it, but Linzo quickly closed the gap and sent in. Offsides is the call there. I guess the Coast Guard touched it on the way in. 6:13 left to go in the affair. The clock now beginning to become the enemy of the Bears, the ally of the Pride. Can the Bears complete the comeback, ladies and gentlemen? They trailed 4-0 early here in the third period, and as you can see on the scoreboard, 4-3 is your score with 6 minutes to go. Along the boards now. Springfield trying to get the puck in front. They do dangerously now in the slot. Back to the blue line. Roski lets the shot go. That one off a leg. Back the other way now. 3-on-2 quickly is Carmen. Carmen over the blue line with McGill. Carmen letting the shot go. Wide of the net. McGill on it first. McGill got it back for Strand. Strand goes for a walk. He pulls the trigger. Saved by Mateo. Shot there by Strand. On it quickly now. The Coast Guard trying to get it in front. Gotten out of there by Carl Ho. And carrying it away to center is Comier. Comier sends it in on the netminder. Grant leaves it there for McGill. 5.5 left to go. McGill dangerously in front of his own net. McGill carrying the puck out down the right wing. McGill, shifty move there. McGill trying to cut in. McGill using the defenseman as a screen. Pulls the trigger. Got it back. Got it out in front dangerously. On it now. Linzo right off the bench. Fresh legs. Linzo going for a walk behind the net. Linzo on the backhand. Linzo circumnavigating now, looking like Magellan. Sends it down low. Back for Rizzo. Rizzo pulls the trigger. That just missed with Waters in front. That one goes high off the glass and out to center. Tracked down there by, nice job by Clark to lift the stick. On it now is Burke. Under 5 minutes to go. Behind the net now, Grant leaves it there for Linzo. Linzo, a little trouble getting it out now, but ends up on a stick of Jacobson. Jacobson to the outside. Jacobson at the dot. Jacobson protecting. Jacobson behind the net. Jacobson still with it. Jacobson looking back to the blue line. Linzo settles it down. Lets the shot go. Hits a body on the way in. Poured down there by Jacobson. Jacobson pushing it ahead. Bodies go flying there. I like to see the refs not call a penalty now in a one-goal game. Into the corner now. Putting the brakes on is Clark. Clark's got Linzo. Clark slides it over. Linzo with room. Linzo pulls the trigger. Tried to go wide side. Kept in. Jacobson. Beautiful move. Jacobson behind the net. He's got a puck on a string. Got it out in front dangerously. The Bears couldn't pull the trigger and back the other way now. Here comes Burke. Burke through the neutral zone. Burke sidesteps the defenseman into the corner. Burke on it there. Burke trying to get the puck in front. Burke circling the wagons. Burke with time. Takes it back out to center. Protecting the puck there with 3:45 to go. Went right up the gut. Ends up on the stick of the Bears. Bears long outlet pass. That connects there. Knocked down at the blue line there was Morris. And chipped ahead. Now here's a chance for Shane. Shane at the dot. He pulls the trigger. A great job there. All right, Clark to get the stick in the shooting lane. Nice job there along the boards by Laird to win the puck up to Waters. Waters, cross ice pass, off the boards now for Carmen. Here's Carmen now, down the right wing. Carmen pulls the trigger. Saved by Mateo, and there'll be no further play. 3 minutes, 17 seconds left to go here in the third and final stanza. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying this affair at home half as much as we're enjoying the privilege of bringing it to you, please consider smashing that donation button. That helps us continue on our mission to bring everybody these games without any pay-per-view or anything of that ilk. So now, it is a timeout called by Springfield. 4-3 is your score. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know about that timeout right there. The Coast Guard has got a much shorter bench than you guys do. And I would not let the Coast Guard catch their breath. That's just me. The Springfield coaching staff saying, hey, Mr. Broadcaster, why don't you do what you do? We'll do what we do. Thank you very much. You're right. I hardly ever called a timeout with the lead, though, when I was coaching, but that's just me. I think that gives the advantage to the team that's down, especially when they don't have a timeout in their arsenal left. Well, you're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Scotty Bonner. An absolute fantastic affair here today. 4-3 is your score. It doesn't get any better than this. The Bears and the Pride have gone toe-to-toe. And the face-off going to come deep in the Springfield zone. As the Bears break their huddle, we're going to keep an eye on the netminder for you. A little early to pull him, but I'm sure they're thinking about it. Mateo returning back to the crease. He's been so brilliant all afternoon long. Coughlin leaning in to take the draw. He's got Strand right behind him. Coughlin went down low, cleared but not out. Kept in at the blue line, letting the shot go. Doesn't get through. Knocked down by the Bears, McGill. McGill got it down low in front for Waters. He chipped it thus wide. Pinching in his Laird. Laird couldn't keep it in as it bounces away to center. 3 minutes left to go in the affair. McGill on it now. McGill through the neutral zone with speed. Here comes McGill now, stepping to the outside. Offsides is the call there. One of the Coast Guard players was held in the zone, but that's a good defensive play there by Springfield. If you could force the guy to be offside, you force the guy to be offsides. 2 minutes, 51 seconds left to go here in the affair, ladies and gentlemen. 4-3 is your score. Clark is out there now with Morris and Jacobson. Jacobson's got 2 this period. Sent ahead by Carvajal. Carvajal into the corner he goes now with Linzo. Linzo picking up the puck now. Linzo, 2:40 to go. Linzo through the neutral zone. Linzo sidestepping. Linzo over the blue line. Linzo with the dot. Linzo pulling the trigger. Fought off by Mateo. Linzo got back to it and sent all the way down. No, leaping Lanny Puffo keeps it in. A great job by Clark. And Clark takes a big hit there by Broliard. It's sent all the way down. The netminder forced to play it as icing's waved off. 2:20 to go. Cross ice pass right on the stick of Jacobson, but too hot to handle, too cold to hold. And that one goes all the way in for an icing. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left to go here in the affair. Both teams are out of timeouts. The face-off going to come deep in the Bear zone. I imagine the next time they get possession down in the Springfield end, you'll see the netminder Grant head to the bench for the extra skater. We'll see if that comes true. Chipped away to center there by Morris. Sent back in by Springfield. Behind the net now with 2 minutes left to go in the affair. Here's Jacobson. Jacobson tape pass now. Morris over the blue line. Morris with the puck. There goes Grant to the bench. The extra skater. Oh, that's going to be a hit from behind. Going to the sin bin now is going to be Clark. Shane got the hit across the numbers. And good to see he's all right. So, an ill-timed check there for the Bears is Matthew Clark. Off to the sin bin there. So it's going to be a power play for Springfield with 1 minute and 49 seconds left to go. I mean, the ref just had to call it. Can't argue with the call, to be honest with you. Oh, that one hurts. You can't argue with the call. 1 minute 49 left to go here, so the Bears are going to be shorthanded. If they pull the goalie, it'll go back to a 5-on-5. Springfield, with it there's Roski. Roski sending it up now. Carvajal. Carvajal sidesteps the check. Carvajal trying to get back to the puck. He does. Sliding it across. Doesn't connect. Back to the blue line. Winding. Shooting. That hit a body in front. Bears knock it down. I imagine they're going to still pull the goaltender to make it 5-on-5. But they can't get control of the puck. A minute 20 to go left in the affair. Bears have got to get control of the puck. They can ice it. And it won't be icing. Although that's not much of control there. As Jacobson takes a run there at Ferrari. Now they got the puck. They've got to pull the goaltender no matter what. Carrying the puck out of the zone now, McGill. McGill sidesteps the rush, but came to a complete stop. It's poke checked away by Ferrari. Ferrari over the blue line. Ferrari trying to get it down low. Taken away by McGill. McGill trying to set it hard around, but couldn't do so. Bouncing puck in front, letting the shot go. Big stop there by Grant. With under a minute to play here in the affair. 4-3 is your score. As the Pride not allowing the Bears to take possession so they could pull the goaltender. The faceoff going to come deep in the Bears zone. Got to get possession first. They do not. Faceoff won by Springfield. Quick shot steered aside by Grant. First on it there is Shane. Shane in the corner, happy to protect the puck there and let the clock do what clocks do to everybody except for Homer Simpson. Away come the Bears now through the neutral zone. Poke checked away there by Shane, and now here comes Jacobson. Jacobson poke checked again away by Shane. Shane now with the goaltender pulled with the empty net in front of him. Lets the shot go. He scores! Jack Shane buries the empty net goal, and the Pride hold on. A huge goal there, obviously. That makes it a 5-3 score, a power play goal. And the Pride are going to take 2 points here today with just 24 seconds left to go. Well, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. Is carrying the puck in now. Walking in there is O'Leary. Springfield's going to get this one. Chipped ahead now, Carvalho. Carvalho lost the handle on it. On it there is Ferrari. Ferrari with 10 seconds left, chipping it ahead. On it there with the Bears, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. There's the buzzer. This one comes to a close as the Springfield Pride head over to their goaltender. He is your Solu top dog of the affair, the netminder, George Mateo. He was nothing short of brilliant here today. For about 5 minutes, the Bears had figured him out, but the rest of the game, he was nothing short of brilliant. Actually, Solu top dog of the affair is that guy right there. Dinosaur. Maverick. There he is. Call sign Dinosaur. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We got to hustle out of here. Got a game in about 20 minutes up at the Norwich Arena. A great one here today. Congratulations to all the boys and girls on the ice. I thought they played fantastic here today. What a great affair. Springfield wins this one 5-3. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been your host, Scotty Bonner. A blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you. Thank you to my cameraman, Lukey. You've been watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network and the Solu Broadcasting Network. Once again, your final, the Springfield Pride 5, the Coast Guard Bears 3. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Have a great night. Please arrive home safely. Thank you so much, and we'll be right back on the air in a half hour from Norwich, the Lady Seahawks game. Once again, your final, the Pride 5 and the Coast Guard 3. Good night, everybody.